So yesterday we mentioned the new covenant that Jesus brought to us in his blood of sprinkling, the cleansing sprinkling of his blood. And then we have a new covenant because he was a valuable sacrifice. He was not a sacrifice in vain. He did not die kind of in vain like Abel, but actually he accomplished something for us. So that was like yesterday as we talked, as we shared here in the morning, that was like a brand new thought to me. And I was just thinking that this is amazing because the new covenant is, I would say, a new covenant every day. So yeah, it's the new covenant is now 2,000 years old, sure. But actually, if you're walking in the Spirit, then the new covenant is a brand new covenant every day. And that's amazing. So Jesus, Hebrews 12:24, Jesus, the mediator of the new covenant. And here is the question. So you are a believer, and let's say you have been a believer for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, okay, of your life. You have been a believer for a long time. Has the new covenant become an old covenant? Has the new covenant become a stale, a tired covenant? And I think this is very possible for us because of our silly human nature and the familiarity that we're so known for. And this is important for us, I believe, because the new covenant is meant to be a new covenant for us every day. And how does that come out? Well, I believe that the Lord will lead us in a new way every day. And I love this. I remember as a semi-young believer, 4 or 5 years old, 3, 4, 5, whenever I read the prison meditations of Pastor Richard Wurmbrand. And he was in a communist prison, and he was locked in those walls, and he was beaten regularly and starving and tortured and whatever, with many others. And that's the history in a way of Christianity and the relationship of the world to Christianity. But in his heart, the new covenant was always fresh. And how could you see that? Well, he had like all these many prison meditations as you read, and he kind of made a chain in his heart of those thoughts, and he recalled them, and he rehearsed them, and he repeated them, and then later he wrote them down, and he was walking in the new covenant as a new covenant each day, even though his environment was so rigidly locked in every single day. And that's amazing. And I think this is important. Maybe the Son of God has been leading you for a long time now, but he means for you that walk to be new every single day. There is no difference. There is no difference. He means that would keep being a new covenant. And that's awesome. The new covenant today can be a new covenant for us. God bless your day.